talking about that basically. We got a bit more to talk about as well, since Laporte has left. Doku has officially joined. Cancelo is literally, here we go on Cancelo. Is any minute now. Seriously, here we go. Cancelo cannot be long, cannot be far off. But yeah, by the way, thank you for support recently. We're doing pretty well. Hope everyone who... Hi, MCFR TV, glad to have you here. Hope you're happy about the news that's gotten out today with Jeremy Doku. I think most City fans are. Big signing for us, of course, but we're going to try and stay focused on the player at hand, with Matheus Nunes. But don't worry, I will be doing a video on Doku and him joining us, because that's obviously big news. Just don't listen to them MCFR TV, honestly. If people are saying that, and because you're glad that Cancelo's leaving, then they obviously haven't got a clue what Cancelo did. So just don't listen to them, because we know what we're talking about in the end with Cancelo, and we know that he's basically a bad egg. Nice. Always good to have some people backing you, I guess. But yeah, today, Matheus Nunes, make sure you tell me what you think about him, because obviously, big move for not just Matheus Nunes. I know I'm acting like this is a here we go. Obviously it's not, and it could still not happen, but I think it's probably going to happen now, because we've missed out on Paqueta, we're missing Kevin De Bruyne, so we've got to go in for someone. Don't disrespect Cancelo. He disrespected City as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, literally. So that guy clearly hasn't got a clue what he's on about. Yeah, just ignore that fella. I mean, no one denies the talent Cancelo has, but he's just a bad egg. He did stuff in January which basically damaged our season partly, and we're removing the issue, basically. And it's both clubs want the move. Cancelo, he wants out. City want Cancelo out. Barcelona want Cancelo. So as far as I'm concerned, it's all alright. It's literally just financial fair play that's preventing Barcelona from making a move. So hopefully Cancelo will be out the door sooner rather than later. Sorry for yawning. Again, it's been a long one. By the way, guys, I probably won't be live tomorrow because I'm busy, but if I can be live, then I will be, and I'm going to post 2 videos tomorrow. 2 videos will be posted, one in the earlier hours of the day and one in the later. So yeah, Bayern, he wasn't much better. So yeah, I remember watching City Extra, and sorry guys, there's dogs barking and now my dog's not reacting. So it always happens, doesn't it, MCFR TV? Can't get a break. But on with Cancelo. I definitely won't. I'd be surprised if I'm live tomorrow, because I got a big day at work, and then I'm going out with family. So yeah, I will be posting 2 videos tomorrow, so just keep your eyes open for that, I suppose. Cancelo, he's just a player that we've got to get out of the club and disassociate him with the club, because he doesn't deserve to be under City when he's acting like how he is. I'd much rather he went to I'd much rather he just went to Barcelona and we didn't have to hear from him again. Although saying that now, watch us get him in the Champions League when he's with Barca. Sorry. I wasn't too far off on my prediction for when Doku would get announced. I predicted he'd get announced today or tomorrow, so I wasn't too wrong. Hey Animal Time, nice to have you on the stream. We've just been ranting about Cancelo to begin, instead of actually talking about Matheus Nunes, but I'm going to try get onto that now. Obviously, we had breaking news the other night saying that, was it last night, that we bid 55 million euros for Matheus Nunes, which did get denied. It is going well at Animal Time. Hopefully it can just get better and better as I do more videos and all that. So, it's looking up, hopefully. And thank you for your support, because you've been here a while. So have you, MCFR TV. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around, because it's always nice. It's always nice interacting with you guys. But yeah, Matheus Nunes, we had a 55 million euros bid rejected, so pretty big money City are willing to spend on him. I suspect we'll go bigger. I reckon the fee will be more around 70 million, like I said on the screen. Yeah, hopefully he should have a good relationship with Bernardo and Diaz. I imagine he looks up to certain players in the City squad as well, like Bernardo and Diaz, because obviously Bernardo is just an incredible midfielder, and I wouldn't be surprised if Diaz is quite loud in the dressing room for Portugal. So, there's a couple of connections there. Honestly, MCFR TV, don't stress about it. They could come out a week later and I'd still be buzzing to be in them. So, don't worry about it. But Matheus Nunes of Wolves, he didn't have an incredible season at Wolves last season, but Wolves didn't have an incredible season, so, your stats can definitely be dragged down when you're playing with a team that just had a poor season overall. So I wouldn't be too bothered that he only got 4 goal contributions last season. He's had 25 goal contributions in 183 games, so not too bad for a midfielder. Obviously it could be better, but when you look at the sides he's played for, like Wolves, just no disrespect for Wolves, then it's like you're not gonna score 30 goals a season when you're playing for Sheffield United, are you? So one day MCFR TV. It's the dream. It is the dream. And I'll remember you even if I go up to 10 million subscribers. Same with you, Animal Time. So, one day, hopefully. Fingers crossed, like you've done. But, Matheus Nunes, decent passer of the ball. He had an 83% pass accuracy last season. Not too bad. Needs to improve when he comes to City, but I've no doubt that it will improve because, City were good at developing players, aren't we? So yes, nothing to worry about when it comes to his passing, in my opinion. What is very good about Matheus Nunes, it seems, is his injuries. He's only had 2 injuries in his entire career, so far, touch wood. And I know he's only 24, but that means he's probably had at least 6 years on first team pitch. So, Matheus Nunes looking good for injuries. As in looking good as in we shouldn't have too many. But yeah, and he's only missed 6 games to injury, so it's not like they've been ACLs or anything like that. So massive news for us. Just trying to think of topics to talk about Matheus Nunes, because again I don't know tons about him. I guess obviously he's got decent successful dribbles. 75% of his dribbles were successful last season, and that is 69 of them. So good and by that terms. Thank you for saying you're enjoying the stream, MCFR TV. I'm glad you are. Birds squawking. Sorry about that. I'd shut them up if I could. But yeah, if you got any asks, anything you'd like me to search up about Matheus Nunes, just say so, and I'll do so. But I'll touch on Jeremy Doku, I guess, because we're here. What are your thoughts on Jeremy Doku? Obviously, wearing the number 11 shirt, as we knew. That was announced. Well, that was we already found that out. But yeah, it's just good to have him, isn't it? And he will be available for Sheffield United. I know, it's just never my day, is it? MCFR TV. I stream every day, and on every day so far, there's always been something. Always something that pops up. Always. So, I guess I'll just live with that. We touched on that, haven't we? His link up with Haaland should hopefully be incredible. And I think even with Phil as well, because Phil can get up the pitch well, and you saw him against Newcastle. Phil, if he can consistently play like that, then I think we've got a lot to look forward to. Phil, there go the dogs. I think we've got a lot to look forward to with Phil Foden in that midfield role, and if he can feed the ball to Doku and Haaland, and if anyone can feed the ball to them, just get one over the top. They'll be bombing onto it, because you know how quick they are. So yeah, a lot to look forward to, and I'm excited to see how we do against Sheffield United. Obviously we're playing away from home, so could be challenging. Yeah, we've had dogs and birds on this one, these are eventually problems we will overcome. It wouldn't be unfair to assume so, MCFR. I live next to the zoo. But hopefully Doku turns good, and hopefully we get Matheus Nunes soon, because although Matheus Nunes wasn't my preferred option, I would have preferred what's his name, Vietz, because he's a bit younger. Matheus Nunes is still good. He's played in the Champions League before, I'm pretty sure, with Sporting, so he's definitely been in Europe at the very least. So a lot to look forward to in that regard. I haven't really seen many highlights of Matheus Nunes either. He got red carded recently though, didn't he, with Wolves? But so many players are getting red carded because of these new rules. I think Nunes will be good. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's going to be something about him. Pep, it's been said that Pep's a big fan of him. So if Pep's a big fan of him, then he sees something in him. And if anyone can unlock that something in him, it is Pep Guardiola. Because, that's just who he is. He's that good a manager. Yeah, so if we sign Nunes, then he definitely wouldn't be available for Sheffield. So it's probably best that... It's probably good to an extent that happens, because it means that Nunes gets more time to train with the squad. Because I'm sure when he's got his red card, he'll still be training maybe. Or he might be in the ground watching the game, depending if we were to get him tomorrow, which I don't think we will. But, yeah. When do you think the deal will get done? Do you think this will be deadline day drama? Do you think this will be, done this week? What do you think? So I'm really not sure what to think, because apparently Wolves don't want to lose Matheus Nunes, which means they're going to offer, they're going to ask for quite a big fee off City. So, hopefully we will, hopefully we'll be fine without him to that point. So, yeah. And hopefully we get it done sooner rather than later. Because we have the money, There's surely an offer that we can offer to Wolves that they can't say no to. Sorry, I'm really fumbling over my words at the moment, ain't I? Yeah, I was thinking about Q&As when we eventually get bigger. And we get a bit more of a consistent viewership. By the way, hi Anthony. I'll call you Anthony. Anthony Nolan, welcome to the stream. City should not go above 60 mil. I don't think he's worth 70 mil, like I've put on the screen. But I think thing is, Wolves don't want to sell, which is the problem here. But City want to buy, which means we are effectively going to have to overpay. So I think Matheus Nunes will cost us at least 70 million euros. That is. I think Eze, if we were to go for him, say Nunes falls apart, then I think Eze's going to cost us at least 70 mil. So there's no midfielder we're going to get on the cheap, sadly. Although that would be ideal. But if we could get him for 60 mil, then that'd be great. So they do need to sell. I don't know about that they're under FFP. Alright, I was just reading your comment then, Anthony. I wasn't sure what you were saying, but I understand it now. Yeah, but no worries for the hello. I like interacting with the chat anyway, so. I didn't know Wolves were under FFP. Yeah, so if they actually do need to sell, then that is really interesting. And gives us a wide door of opportunity. Yeah, alright, that makes sense then. We should be able to squeeze Wolves lower, because, Wolves... Yeah, because at that point, Wolves will go, nah, we ain't selling Matheus Nunes for any lower than 70 mil, let's say that. And then City will just go, you need the money, we're the only team that's going to give you 60 mil. So we either walk away or you make this work. So you could see that happen. which should be interesting. Because, well, obviously City don't like to get overcharged. Alright, MCFR, see you in 2 minutes. By the way, Anthony Nolan, ask any questions you got. I'll do my best to answer them. I like interacting with the chat, so, feel free to ask away. You happy about Doku? Because I think most City fans are. Obviously, he literally got announced about an hour ago. So, great news there. Good replacement for Riyadh. So, good moves on that regard. But yeah, we ranted about Cancelo early in the stream. Then we spoke about that was a very quick 2 minutes. MCFR TV, welcome back. I was just briefing Anthony on what we've been talking about. But yeah, Matheus Nunes, definitely an interesting midfielder. I'm absolutely happy, Anthony, because I've known of Doku for a while, but have never seen him play a game. But, this is a promising young attacker we're bringing in, and I believe that Pep can develop him into something great, and he brings something different to the squad. I want to get the Doku shirt, because I want to get Kevin De Bruyne on the home shirt, but I want to get Doku on, our third kit, and the Lightning one. I want to get Doku on that. I'm not sure who to get on the away shirt. So, yeah, I'm very happy about Doku, and I think he's going to bring something really big to this team. So it's great news for City. Not cheap either, Doku, 60 million euros. Hopefully that's nothing. Hopefully Doku will be able to justify the price. Which, I've no doubt that he will be able to, under the guidance of Pep Guardiola. As long as he keeps his head down and works hard, then that should be all that matters. By the way, guys, I'm really thirsty, so I'm literally going to be back in a minute. Yeah, agreed. Oh yeah, I've seen some of his highlights. They've been on my For You page. So yeah, it's great to see. He looks like he's got something really big about him, and 105 successful take-ons last season is incredible. So there's a lot to look forward to. But yeah, I'm just gonna go get a drink real quick. I'll literally be 2 minutes tops. Back shortly. Hello everyone, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. I've just got myself a drink. I'll just pull off the coaster. There we go. Thanks for being patient. I'm back with you now fully. Guys, I got a question for you. Because I think it's interesting, because I did speak about this kind of the other day. So, Gabri Vega, obviously the deal was like, I'm back, yes Anthony, Gabri Vega, his transfer collapsed with Napoli, and in the stream the other night, I said maybe City could go hijack it, that could be the midfielder, because Gabri Vega was on our list. It was reported in like June or July by Fabrizio that he was on the list of midfielders to bring in this summer. Kind of on the list. He wasn't like City are going to go in for him, but he was on a list of players that City might go for. And I thought City need a midfielder. Gabri Vega's deal with Napoli's collapsing. Stuff could happen. And then he goes and moves to Al Ahly last night. That is crazy to me. I genuinely don't know why you do it. I understand it if you're in your 30s, you go in there, finish off your career, get a nice big paycheck, you know how it is. Gabri Vega's 21. He's got bags of talent, and he goes to Saudi and, don't want to say it like this, but effectively wastes it. Because he's wasting a couple seasons of his life now. Because sure, he could tear it apart in Saudi, but people won't take it as serious. Clubs will not take Gabri Vega tearing it up in Saudi Arabia as seriously as they would him tearing it up at Napoli or some other European team. I really think it's basically what you said, MCFR. It's an absolute joke, isn't it? He's got. I don't want to say it like this, but he's got a whole world ahead of him where he could go on to be one of the best midfielders in the world, and he goes to Al Ahly. Like, come on. That would have been a better option, and it might have even been a better option for his career on a whole. Because, instead of going for this big European move now, you spend another season at Celta Vigo, you let yourself develop further, have a real breakout season, and then a club comes in for you and swoops you up, maybe like a Real Madrid, not necessarily, I'm not saying Napoli are small, because they're not, but, a giant club, like a City, or a Real Madrid, or a Barcelona, a club like that. But no, you go to Saudi Arabia now instead. I think it's really silly. I do. But it is what it is. It's out of our control. Nah, your content's great, MCFR TV. I think it would be a shame if you quit YouTube. If you're worried about if your views are low or anything like that. And honestly, then just don't always think about it like that. Just do what you like doing on YouTube. Try and build upon that, and just do what you like to do on YouTube. That if you like doing your reactions, then do them, because you're good at them. The reactions, I've seen. If that's the case, which I'm not going to question, that because I don't know your channel from the bottom of my heart. You know, I've only known your channel for just over a week, haven't I? But no, don't quit. You know, your channel's got some serious content, and one day, even if it's a small chance, but you know, your hard work eventually pays off for some people, and if you keep going at it, then I'm sure you'll get somewhere. I wouldn't quit. You know, you're gonna have low points, but there'll be high points as well. That'll be worth going for. And plus, for the people, and plus, think of it. Your views might be low at the moment, but the few people that do watch you enjoy those videos. Yeah, I mean, you've obviously got competition, haven't you? That would be something, Anthony Nolan. But I don't know if I'd want to go on Sky Sports, maybe as a guest, but I don't know. Sky Sports, it seems very, I feel like behind the scenes it's very, not staged, but you know, you got an earpiece in your ear, being told what to say, stats being chatted down your ear at points, and then, you know, you got a script in front of you with tons of like stats and all that. Yeah, I think on YouTube you're more free. I'd come on maybe as like a guest every now and then. Like I wouldn't mind doing Soccer Saturday, you know? Yeah, I mean, Slow Sports News is definitely one way to look at it. They're usually asked to report. But Sky Sports, I wouldn't mind going on as like a guest, but I'd never leave YouTube for it, you know? Unless it literally benefited my life like incredibly. Then let's say YouTube was going okay, but then Sky Sports reach out to me and go, here's an offer. You know, you work for us full time. You're on some good money. So maybe. But thanks for the support, guys. I just trying to sort of say what makes sense in my head. So, and I feel like it makes sense to just want to be free on YouTube. Hey Emerson Spiller, I don't know if this is your first time watching, but welcome to the stream. You know, I haven't seen you on live before, so, you know, welcome. It's nice to have you here. Yeah, that is one way to go viral, isn't it? That would be something. Well, I like saying, what could I say? What could I say that isn't too ridiculous, but it sounds like really genuine? Because Erling Haaland scoring 15 goals in a season, Rory Jennings prediction, he was so serious on it, but he was so wrong. Yeah, he really couldn't have been that much wrong. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Emerson. Any questions you got about Nunez, and I'll answer them. Or I'll do my best to answer them. It's not like I'm his mate and I know everything about him. I think so. I don't like tempting fate. You know, I don't like saying, "Oh, City gonna win 7-0." You know, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know, I don't like saying that stuff because I don't know. I feel like there's always a chance that it could go the other way around. You know, so I think saying that though, I think City will win 3-0. I just can't see Sheffield United dominating us or bossing us around. So what have you said so far? Yeah, I listen to the pot and to the club. I like listening to them on it because bloody hell. But I'd like I listen to the club. I don't know if you're asking me, but I do listen. Not as much as I used to, but you know. I heard them speaking about. I watched their newest video with Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not keen on them. It is entertaining, but yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. MCFR TV, it's good. It's entertaining, but at some parts it definitely feels fake. At some points. Like, obviously there's some moments where it feels real, like on like watch-alongs. Boovie is definitely a dodgy City fan. Like, not necessarily because he's got some, he's just like annoying or anything. I ain't got a problem with Boovie. I just think some of the stuff he comes out with, like you remember the Declan Rice saga when we were in for him for a little bit? Big Steve and Steam Company. My favourite player at City at the moment. It's hard to not see Kevin De Bruyne, but and Phil Foden, because Phil Foden's that academy talent that's worked his way up. Kevin De Bruyne, he's that superstar midfielder. So it's difficult, but I do go Kevin De Bruyne just because of everything he's done for City. It may be a basic choice, but I think it's a fair one. But yeah, probably City. Probably Kevin De Bruyne. Sorry. I love John Stones. He's such a good character, and I love how, 'cause he wasn't great to start. That's no secret. He struggled to begin, but he's worked hard, and he's fought his way back into being one of City's biggest players. Last season he was phenomenal in that second half, wasn't it? And I think John Stones is just underrated overall. People will start to see how good John Stones really was. Kevin De Bruyne, yeah. He's such a good midfielder. I think if he retires at City, he could retire as one of the best midfielders to ever grace the Premier League, which would just be incredible. Because I think he is the most naturally talented Premier League midfielder the Premier might have ever seen. I know I've not been around for all of it. Hi, Big Morgan. I haven't seen you on streams before, so welcome. We've been talking about Nunes a little bit, but I won't lie, we've been talking about General City as well. Oh, who doesn't love Haaland in the end MCFR TV? He's great. His interviews are funny. He's amazing on the pitch. Haaland gets a lot of hate because, he ghosts big games, which, to be fair, he does go missing in some of them, but he tends to turn up as well, which in big games, so let people hate on Haaland because it probably just drives him to play even better. Mr. Jeremy, are you talking about Doku? Because it's not Duko, but it is Doku. But if you are on about Doku, sorry, I'm getting it wrong now. Great signing. Count Doku would actually be a great nickname, you know, for Jeremy Doku if he really works out. I'm not surprised you saw 50 kids with a Haaland shirt on MCFR TV. He's probably the biggest City player. No, he is the biggest City player at the moment, isn't he? You know, some people think of City and they'll think of Haaland at the moment. Which is understandable. 50 goals in a season, you know, not many people can replicate that. He's going to be rapid, Doku, and he's. I think he's going to really work out. Touch wood. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is the kind of club City becoming now, where you'll see us in, you know, those shops on the side, and you'll see City shirts alongside your Real Madrid shirts and your Bayern shirts, and maybe your Barcelona shirts, and so on. You know, City are becoming that magnitude of club. It's an undeniable fact, isn't it? You know, we've won the Premier League 3 times in a row. We've won the treble. We've won the Champions League, so. Doku being 21, like you said, Big Morgan, it shows that he's probably got bags of potential in him to take the ceiling higher. Yeah, like you just said, Anthony, it just shows how big City are becoming, and I don't think we're gonna stop. You know, we've won the treble. I don't think the treble is the highest we can go. I think we can go even bigger. I think we can do so much more. You wore Madrid top in Barca, fair enough. Thank you, Big Morgan. You know, videos up every day. Always trying to consistently post and all that. And thanks for the good wishes. So videos up every day. Feel free to check us out. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. But wearing a Madrid shirt in Barcelona, Jesus. Neck on the line. I was gonna check Fabrizio Romano, see if we've had any update at all. It's great news that Jeremy Doku will be available for Sunday, though, isn't it? Do you think Jeremy Doku will start, guys? Thanks for the subs, Anthony, Nolan, and Big Morgan. Does mean a lot. Trying to build this channel from the ground up, so you know. Cheers. Yeah, I agree with that. MCFR and Anthony. I think you're right in that. I'd be surprised to see Jeremy Doku start, because I think Pep will want to give him a couple training sessions. So hopefully he'll have one training session, I would have thought, maybe two, and then second half last 25 minutes. Do we need him to beat Sheffield? Hopefully not, but who knows, maybe his speed will be a necessity to help us get over the line or something. So I don't think we should need him, because my prediction before we signed Jeremy Doku was a 3-0. But you know, who knows what will happen. Hopefully it'll be just the best outcome. Jeremy Doku, huge signing, 105 successful take-ons. You know, I know I mentioned it earlier, but that is just crazy, isn't it? More than Jack Grealish and Mahrez combined. So you know, that's just incredible, and it's going to offer us so much. I will do a video on it, so don't worry. We're there. Feel free to ask MCFR. I'll try to check it out, whatever it is, as well. Just feel free to ask. Doku's he's gonna really provide something to us, isn't he, Big Morgan? You know, he's got a lot to offer. City, as I've mentioned, his pace will be immense, and it's the one thing Mahrez didn't have. Just trying to check news on Fabrizio. Gabri Vega, disappointing. That's Burnley. Nothing from Fabrizio on any new news. That will have anything from David Ornstein either. Nothing from Fabrizio, but that's alright. We've had a lot of good news from him today as well. Hopefully we'll get a Matheus Nunes second bid tomorrow. I reckon that'll be worth around 60 mil, which I think Wolves will reject, and then final bid 65 mil maybe. So you know, hopefully just get over the line soon. You know, because the sooner we get our summer over, the better. Did what come through? I don't think it came through, if there was something. Or maybe try send it again, MCFR? Of course, yeah, Pep. He's not here for these final 2 games before. By the way, guys, what... Oh, wait, you might have answered this earlier, MCFR. Let me just have a look. Guys, I got a big question for you. So, obviously, after Sheffield United, and after the game after that, because I can't remember who we're playing, there will be no more football because of the international break. I'll check that out, MCFR. I should be free by then, so I'll definitely check that out for you. I'll definitely be there. I'll make sure to give it a like as well. Thanks for the support, by the way, guys. Today it's been nice. 6 likes so far, which is good. and we've got 5 viewers at the moment, so yeah, thanks an absolute ton. Yeah, I'll definitely see you there, MCFR. So will Big Morgan. If there's any other players you'd want me to look at, yeah, and by the way, like I just mentioned a moment ago, if you got any suggestions for what to do during the international break, much appreciated, because that is coming soon. That's coming soon, and well, I really don't know what to do, because by the time international breaks here, there'll be no transfer window. Obviously, you'll have tiny transfer news, but not much. No transfer window. No football. Obviously, there's international matches, but I'm not sure if I want to stream those yet. So I'll think about that. I could do Q&A like you mentioned, MCFR. Just depends on how well the channel's doing. That's a good way to spend your time, Anthony Nolan. But I was wondering more, so okay. What stuff should I react to? Like, unpopular opinions. Alright. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look at that. Yeah, hopefully you get to 1,000 subs soon, MCFR TV. That'd be a big day for you. By the way, guys, specifically more Big Morgan and Anthony North. On the 31st of August, there's going to be tons of content coming out. I'm going to be posting as much as I can. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for that. By the way, on transfer window day, deadline day, I've been thinking, should I do an all-day live stream, or should I do just multiple live streams that are an hour, and here and there during the day? But yeah, I'll definitely take up your idea into consideration. Yeah, an all-day live stream. I was just thinking about it earlier, and I might do it on for all football news and not just City, because that's what MCFC Connect eventually wants to be. It wants to be mainly City, but it wants to cover everything as well. Everything else, like you mentioned MCFR TV, like watching. Because I've been thinking about doing the Man United Arsenal game that's happening, not this weekend, but the next. So, stuff like that. So I think that could start the transfer window. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about Anthony Nolan. Yeah, I was thinking about that, because I wasn't too sure on how tired that would make me and all that. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about these things. I have been thinking about trying to bring on a guest or something. did try to sort something out for the 31st, but I couldn't, just because, you know, stuff was in the way, that stopped me from doing something on the 31st. But it will happen eventually, so just keep your eyes out for that. You know, big things will be happening eventually. But I've been thinking about reaching out to Mancunian Way as well, like you recommended, MCFR TV. I'll definitely think about contacting Mancunian Way. See if they want to cover like a section, something like half an hour or an hour, and just talking about the city stuff so far. Coming on for an hour, guys. Just want to say the support's been crazy. Luckily, no rain today, so you know, we haven't had to suffer through that, as well as birds and dogs. Alright, Anthony Nolan. Yeah, you've been great, Anthony. Hopefully I'll see you on the next stream or video, something like that. Yeah, thanks for your support, Anthony. It's been nice having you on the stream. I believe it's your first stream, so... Who's, I'm sorry, but who's Jack? Sorry, Big Morgan. Who's Jack about Mancunian Way? Cheers, Anthony Nolan. Support's been great. Hopefully I'll see you soon. See you around, Anthony. Oh, of course, yeah, Jack. My bad. I should have realised that. I mean, I'm quite a fan of Jack Grealish, so yeah, I don't think. I think Jack Grealish's work goes unnoticed. Obviously, he doesn't get goals and assists, but that's not always what he's about. But hopefully this season Jack Grealish can implement goals and assists to his game a bit more, because we need everyone to contribute a bit. I'll see what I can do. JSGC, I have heard of him. I've seen a little bit of him. I'll see what I can do. Obviously he's got 31k, so I don't know if he'd reach out to someone as small as me, but you know, you never know, MCFR, so if you don't ask, then you don't get, don't you? So I'll definitely think about reaching out to other creators, see if we can sort something out. Yeah, I disagree with the amount of hate Jack Grealish gets off some people. Obviously he got a bit more recognition for his work at the end of last season, but yeah, I think Jack Grealish can still come good with goals and assists and all that. But in the end, we've got to appreciate that some players provide some things and some players provide others. But yeah, I'll definitely be careful what I say if around Mancunian Way and Jack Grealish if we do go on a stream. You know, Jack Grealish even said it himself. He wants to implement more goals and assists to his game, so we're not criticising him for saying that he needs to get more goals and assists, because even he said it himself, which I think he's got in his locker. Yeah, maybe I can do one with JSGC. That might be good. I'll try contacting him eventually. Hi Ethan, nice to have you here. We have been talking about Nunez a little bit for like the first, not much if you want the truth, and we've mainly just been talking amongst ourselves. Tell me what you think about Jeremy Doku being announced, because obviously that's big news. That would be actually insane, MCFR TV. If I got invited to every player deserves criticism. Well, every player deserves criticism if they're not doing well. It's not bad to criticise players, which I think some people. I agree. Nunes isn't worth 70 mil, but Wolves partly don't want to sell. That'd be nice. MCFR, but probably still a long way away from reaching those kind of things. But yeah, Nunes is not worth 70 mil. I agree with you, but I think that is around about maybe the fee we'll have to pay. Do I watch Mancunian Way? I've been meaning to, but I've been quite busy. But I did tune in a little bit to that stream they did called Why Always Jack. It was, wasn't it? Oh, I've never criticised the GOAT Carson. Scott Carson, incredible keeper. Where would we be without him? Scott Carson's amazing, of course. But yeah, to get any involvement with City Extra would be crazy. Hopefully one day I might reach those heights, but who knows. But yeah, Nunes, I personally think he's worth the amount City offered, if you want the truth. About 55 million euros. I might tune in for a few minutes if he is live tonight. Well, I'm going to guess he is, because why would he lie? I'll tune in for a minute. See what he's all about. Phillips is just going to drop down the pecking order, sadly for him. He needs to somehow get out of this rabbit hole that he's in, because it's not an easy one. Phillips is in a very precarious situation. He wants to stay and fight for his place, but he needs to show his fight, so who knows what will happen. Is that your goodbye, Big Morgan? If it is a goodbye, then yeah, see you later. 9:30 tonight. Yeah, I should. Oh, dog's barking. Yep, there he goes. He's on one. You can hear dogs barking outside. So, we went uninterrupted for a while. Anyway, guys, I haven't really got too much to cover now, but it's been a really good stream. It's been really nice talking to you guys. Perone as well. Perone the GOAT. He's just gone on loan. If you don't know, guys, we are on Instagram now. MCFC Connect. I think we've got 10 followers. I know you follow us, Ethan. Greatly appreciated. I've been run ragged the past couple of days posting on that. But yeah. Thanks for all the support. It's been absolutely amazing. And thanks for the support on the stream, because it's been great as well. Hopefully, I will see you guys in the next one. If not, then yeah, you're here the whole way through, weren't you? But yeah, thanks an absolute ton. Support has been crazy. Oh, sorry about that. Support's been crazy. Oh. Thing is, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I acknowledge, number one, he cost us a lot of money. Number two, I don't think TAA wants to leave Liverpool. You know, he's a Scouser. You know, bird squawking. Fan of the club for yonks, isn't it? So I think it would be difficult to pull TAA out of the club. But I don't think Salah will leave Liverpool. I'd be so surprised if Mo Salah went to Al Ittihad after all that's who he's linked with. You know, I think that'd be crazy. TAA, here's my thing on it. You know, offensively he is phenomenal, but defensively, in no disrespect to him, he's not bad, he's just not as good as the rest. And we've got Kyle Walker, who's great defensively and he's decent attacking. You know, he's got a decent balance. And I don't know if I want to sacrifice Kyle Walker's speed and his great defensive capabilities for Trent Alexander-Arnold's creativity. Obviously his creativity is phenomenal, but I don't think that'll happen. Although it wouldn't be bad if it happened, you know. I think TAA would have been interested in signing if we did get him. But who knows, you know. The impossible can happen. But yeah, I'd be surprised if Salah leaves. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there. It's been a great stream. 35 views, so thank you guys an absolute ton for that. 6 likes. It's been great. So yeah, thanks for all the attention, guys. Hopefully I can. Yeah, they'd ask for a lot of money, but hopefully I can get you guys some content out tomorrow. I'm very busy tomorrow, so hopefully, you know, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Liverpool won't sell Diaz. They probably consider him untouchable. And we don't really need Diaz either. But yeah, thank you guys an absolute ton for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.